Hi guys, I'm Rotary Swing instructor Chris Tyler and welcome back to RotarySwing.com. Today we're going to be discussing how to develop a very free-flowing golf swing in just 3 simple steps. Let's go ahead and get started. The big crux of the golf swing is not being able to shift your weight properly during the entire golf swing. And that's what this drill is going to teach you how to do. We're going to teach you how to use your lower body as a power source. That's what this drill is going to be used for today. So it's going to be called the right shoulder, right toe drill. And the way it's going to work is we're just going to take our setup, okay? We'll do it with a club at first here. We're going to stand about 50-50, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to get 80% of your weight or 85% of your weight or so in your right leg. How would you do that? And I want you to keep your hands quiet. Well, you'd shift your hips to do so. If you are unclear on how much 80% of your weight is supposed to feel like, well, here's what I want you to do. Stand up on one leg and just basically have your toes touching the ground on the left foot. Okay, so stand up on your right foot, nice and flat. You kind of have your leg in a straight neutral position. Then go ahead and just let this foot go from its toe, just lightly put the heel back down. And now you're going to feel about 80% of that weight in that right side. So again, and the reason why I have you do this is so that you understand how much weight you're going to need to feel into that side before we start rotating our body. So again, stand up on the foot, on the toes on the left foot here, just let it fall. All right, and then you can close your eyes and just try to feel how much weight that is in your right leg. Once you feel it, then start from an addressed position, and then you're just going to shift over to that right side. Now what I like to do here is I like to start without the golf club. And I'm going to add in the right shoulder piece now that I understand how much weight I need to have on that side. And the right shoulder piece is just going to now add some rotation to your golf swing. So we're going to set up with our arms across our shoulders, okay? We're going to shift our weight to where we feel about 80%. And then I'm going to focus on just pulling my right shoulder blade behind my head as far as I possibly can. Okay, so I've shifted my weight and I've pulled it behind my head as far as I possibly can. Okay, I'll show you from down the line. Shift. Pull the right shoulder blade behind the head. I want you to start out, maybe do 25 to 50 reps of this without a club. Then we're going to add the final piece here. We're going to do this for another 50 reps, and this is going to be the right toe part. Now what this is going to do is it's going to train you how to get your weight moving in the other direction. Okay, so third piece is we're going to focus on shifting our weight. Pull the right shoulder blade behind your head as far as you can. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk up onto our right toe, and we're going to try to keep our head as quiet as possible. Okay, so you're going to see some head movement there because I did shift my weight. So the head moved going back, but if you try to keep it quiet and you're walking up onto your right toe, then you're going to see that your head moves and you've transferred all your weight. Okay, so your head should move a little bit. And in all essence, when we get up onto our right toe, that's our finished position. Okay, so finished position would be up onto our right toe. Now here's a checkpoint for you when I have you up on your right toe. If you see your shoe is creased at all, then you haven't transferred enough of your weight. What I like to tell a lot of my golfers at home, or when I'm working with them, is that if you had something written on the bottom of your shoe, show it to your crowd back here, okay? You want to just basically be having the toe rest on the ground, just like we did with the left side, trying to feel how much weight we were having in the right leg. So again, it's going to be right shoulder behind the head, right toe. Right shoulder, right toe. Right shoulder, right toe. And now what you're looking for at this drill is that number one, you don't have a big crease in your shoe. You're up on your toes, kind of like a ballerina. Your belly button should be facing your target and your belt buckle should be facing your target. So I want you to do 50 reps of this. Weight shift, right shoulder behind your head, right toe. Weight shift, right shoulder, right toe. Once you become proficient at this, now it's time to add the golf club back and have some fun. So what I want you to feel like with your arms is I want you to keep them on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's just say we're going to be down to a 2 or 3 in the world of hypothetical amounts of tension. So 10 being really rigid and 1 being supple. I want you to keep your arms really relaxed. So we'll add the club back into the mix here, setting up at 50-50. I'm going to shift my weight. I'm going to pull my right shoulder blade behind my head as far as I can. And then I'm going to walk up on my right toe. And as I'm walking up onto my right toe, okay, I want to feel as though my arms are just falling and releasing. You don't want to do that too early. You don't want to get up there and throw your arms at it. let your weight feel like it's moving up onto your toe first. That's gonna help you create some more momentum. So you almost wanna feel like your hands and arms are late to the party is kind of what I like to say here. So what I mean there is shift the weight, right shoulder behind your head. If you tried your best to keep your arms back here and you were walking up onto that right toe, you can see that shift movement has actually started to move my arms and my shoulders for me. So see how it's starting to move everything? It's starting to unwind. So now right shoulder, right toe, and you can let the club fall and release. You don't want to pull your arms down through, just let them fall and let them swing. Get yourself some feel on how that weight shift is going to help create some more momentum, and then understand how you can start to use the ground for leverage. And that's a good thing that a lot of people are like, oh, I can use the ground for leverage. Yeah, that's exactly right. You see a lot of golf pros where their drivers are up on their toes. And that's because they're using the ground as leverage. And we got some great videos on the website that are going to help you out with that. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in, and I want to let you know that I've got another great drill that's going to teach you guys actually how to use your ground for a big power source. It teaches you how to sit into your left side properly. I'm going to show you a preview of that video now, and if you want to see that video in its entirety, then go ahead and click the link in the description below. You'll be taken over to our website. We can sign up for free membership and watch that video all the way through. It's a fantastic video that's going to teach you stability and how to get things unloaded in the proper direction. Also to be able to do it safely and in a biomechanical sense as well. And remember, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button down there for me below. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post those up and I'll help you out as best I can. Let's get out there and play some great golf.
One of the drills that I use often with my golf students is a drill I call squat to square. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you do two things. It's going to help you learn to accelerate the hips the right amount and at the right time in the downswing. And it's going to teach you to decelerate the hips the right amount and at the right time. That's a tricky thing to get both of these things right. That's why this drill is such a powerful drill when done correctly. So what we're talking about here, we're saying squat to square. Let's define what square is. So if this is my target line, straight down my toe line here. This would be square. My hips are now square or parallel to this shaft line. At the top of my backswing, they're going to be about 45 degrees closed in relationship to that target line. So how much should I try and rotate them in the downswing? Well, if you listen to the commentators on TV all the time, it's turn them as far as you humanly possibly can.